Hello BookTube, my name is Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with a Friday Reads. So yeah, as you guys know, I film these videos on Thursday night, so I apologize for my hair. I mean, I know that it was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm not wearing makeup, or I generally don't care, but it was pouring rain. Like 10 minutes before I left the office tonight, the sky opened and it was a torrential downpour. So I just threw my hair up in a ponytail because I would have ended up looking like a drowned rat either way. So anyway, Thursday night, I want to get this done kind of quick because the hubs made dinner, fish and chips, yum yum. We do have the window open, so if you can hear the rain and or the birds, I apologize. I hope it's not too loud and you can still hear me over that. But before I get into what I'm reading this weekend, I'm going to talk about what I am drinking tonight. And tonight I am having a tea from David's. This is a little bit of a different container. I don't know if I've shown this to you guys or not. But this is very, very cool. If you are a tea drinker and you like iced tea, this thing is fabulous. This video is not in any way sponsored by David's Tea. Anyway, it's actually two containers. So there's this one on the inside, and then there's the outside one, right? So what you do is you put your loose leaf tea in the bottom here, and then you fill it up, and there's a mark right here. I think you can kind of see that in the light. And you boil your water and you pour it to that point, right? Well, the inside container, if you will, has a mesh bottom. You can see the pink right there, so that's kind of like locking it into place. It's got this like very, very fine mesh bottom to it. So then what you do is you fill up that inside one with ice. And then when your tea is steeped, you push it down, so it pushes all the tea, like the loose leaf tea, to the bottom, and pushes, of course, the liquid up. And then it mixes with the ice and it gets cold. This thing is fantastic. So tonight I'm drinking my very, very favorite, which is Caribbean Crush. It is the tea for the month of April, I think, from David's. But it came out last year. And I got enough to last me. I just finished using the stuff that I had from last year. And I do plan, I've already gotten another 100 grams, or I think it's 100 grams in Canadian. I don't know what it is. I think it's 4 ounces in U.S. metrics. But I do plan on buying more as the summer goes through because, like I said, this is my favorite. It's got papaya and pineapple and cranberry. So if you like apple, if you're like fruity teas, I absolutely recommend it. And yeah, I absolutely recommend this cool little toy because I just love it. And I will make one of these in the morning in the summertime on my way to work, and I'll take it to work with me just like this. Like most people take, you know, their tea or coffee in their to-go mug. I take one of these in the summertime because I love it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's not why you guys are here, I'm sure, but I want to talk about it anyway because it's tea. So what am I going to be reading this weekend? The book that it is the second last book that I have on my TBR for the month of April, and that will be The Uninvited by Heather Graham. This is book number 8 in the Crew of Hunters series. This one takes place in Philadelphia, and it's about a house that was used during the Revolutionary War, and it was occupied by both British and, I guess, American patriots. And there's a ghost, supposedly, that's killing people who, you know, do stuff in the house or whatever. So far it's really good. I'm about 40% of the way through it, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I've realized as I'm reading these more and more, I think the one thing that I really love about them is the history. They really do get into the history of these places that they're visiting in these stories, and I absolutely love that. So yeah, after this I have one more book to finish from my TBR for April, and that is the little novella, The Cupid's Coffee Shop. Cafe au Lait, is that it? No, Cherry Blossom Cappuccino is the one for April. So I have that one. It's 40 pages. I'm on track to finish this on Saturday. And so then probably Saturday night or early Sunday morning, I will read that little novella and I will have all my books finished that I had on my TBR for April, which is super duper exciting. And then after that, if I, you know, on Sunday, I will pick a book from my May TBR and start that because I know I'm not going to finish a book on Sunday. I'm going to actually be kind of busy this weekend. Tomorrow, I have friends coming down from Ottawa. If you know geography at all, Toronto, Ottawa is like about 4 or 5 hours away from me, but they are coming into Toronto for the weekend because there is a big Knitters Fair going on. It's called the Knitters Frolic, and it's going on in Toronto this weekend. On Saturday is the marketplace. So we're all going to be meeting up there. We're meeting up tomorrow night for dinner on Friday night for dinner, or tonight as you guys are watching this. And then tomorrow, Saturday, we are going to the fair together. And there's going to be like a whole bunch of people, and I'm super excited. As you guys know, I also have a knitting podcast, so some people do kind of know me from the podcast, so that'll be exciting. I've got buttons for my podcast that I'm going to be handing out and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to that. But that's going to be like all day on Saturday. And then Sunday is usually going to my grandmother's house and stuff like that. So it is going to be a busier weekend than what I'm used to having. So the other thing that I'm going to be reading this weekend that I would really like to get done by Sunday night is Unmentionable by Therese O'Neill, The Victorian Lady's Guide to Sex, Marriage, and Manners. I am more than halfway through this. So there's my bookmark. I really want to get this done. To add to my TBR, to add to my books that I finished in the month of April. Plus, I got 2 other books that I wasn't even thinking. I just put these books on hold at the library, and I got them through the Inner Loan program. Like, there's over 100 different branches for the Toronto Public Library. And it doesn't matter which branch has the book, they will send it to your local branch for you to pick up when you put it on hold. I didn't realize that I would get both of these other books so quickly. So I really want to finish this one quick so I can read the other 2 that I have. Now, I'm pretty sure I can probably renew them because the one I don't think is a big, I don't think there's any other holds on it, I should say. So the first one that I might have to get back quicker, but it's a shorter book. So I'll probably read this one first. This is kind of like a little mini library haul. Is Smoke Gets in Your Eyes and Other Lessons from the Crematory by Caitlin Doherty. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this one around BookTube. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. This makes me a little squeamish, but it's also that, I hate to use the term, but that sick fascination that I kind of want to know. But I am interested in reading it. I've heard a lot of good things about this, so we'll see. If I get into it and I start reading it and I don't like it, I can put it down. If it gets to be too real, do you know what I mean? Like, I know stuff happens. I don't know if I need to know, you know? So, we'll see. We'll see. But I have heard a lot about it. It's not very thick. What is it, like? It's like around 200 pages. So, we'll see. I can probably finish this one relatively quickly. The other one that I got, I had heard about somewhere. I had seen somewhere. Now, this is a bigger book. But this one just sounded so interesting, and I had to pick it up. And it's by Judith Flanders, and it's called The Invention of Murder. How the Victorians reveled in death and detection and created modern crime. Now, again, I was just saying about Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, that, you know, getting too real. But this is like murders that happen to other people. This is not necessarily what's happening to me or is going to happen, you know, whenever it happens. But I am, ever since reading this one, I've been totally into, like, the whole Victorian era time period. And really, you know, I mean, you know, murders and detection and crime and solving crimes and forensics and stuff like that kind of started to be a thing during the Victorian era. Like, if you think of Jack the Ripper and Sherlock Holmes and stuff like that. So I think this one's going to be really, really interesting, and I'm really looking forward to it. And can I just say, library books make me so happy. I know, like, you know, I love a good hardcover novel that I bought at the store. But there's something about this plastic, you know, the library plastic that takes me right back to my childhood. I don't know, am I the only one? I love it. I just love these kind of editions. I just think there's just something so exciting about it. I don't know. I'm probably weird. I'm weird, right? Okay. So yeah, so I want to get to these. So that will be an eventually. As for my book hauls, as you guys know, I didn't do a book haul last weekend because my Friday Reads was kind of like on the fly. And I'm not doing one this week other than this little library haul. But my my book hauls are going back to doing separate videos for those. Just because I find it easier. Like, this video is already almost 10 minutes long, but you guys know me, I like to talk. You now throw a book haul into that, and this video is going to be that much longer. So I I think it'll be better just to do it as a separate video, and I'll do a couple of them in May. And I've already got them scheduled because I know I'll be buying books. Because I'm always buying books. Because I have a problem, and I don't care. So what am I going to be knitting this weekend? I'll just show you guys real quick. I'm still going to be working on the sweater that I showed you guys last week. But I will be bringing back out my amazing blanket to work on. Because I have... Am I looking at this the right way? 4 more squares to finish this row. 4 more. I got to do these 4 right here. That is my goal this weekend, is to get those 4 squares finished. And watch, that will come up as one of my options for picking, like, you know, the thumbnail. As you guys know, I make my own thumbnails, but still, that'll be given as an option. But yeah, so I've got 4 more. This will take me up to 160 squares completed in this blanket. The blanket is 40 squares across, and it will be 40 squares up. This thing is going to be huge. It's going to take 1,600 squares, so I will only be 10% done. But yeah, so that's my goal, is to get those last 4 done so I can start on the next 2 rows. But anyway, that's about it. While I'm at the fair on Saturday, there's actually, it's put on by the Toronto Knitters Guild. There's actually a policy saying you cannot take pictures and videos at the fair. I don't get it. Now, I understand, you know, as someone who creates, even though I don't sell my knitting, I still do create. And, you know, for someone to steal, like, if I design something for somebody to steal that idea, I understand I would be upset by that. But they're booths. It's yarn. It's, you know, like, why you can't take pictures, but they say it's to protect those selling. I personally don't get it, but whatever. If I can, you know, maybe I'll try and get some pictures. I don't know if they're a little bit more lenient, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's one of the 2 fairs that I'm going to this year. The other one is in October, which, of course, once October hits, I'll be talking to you guys more about that one. And that's about it. Really, really quickly, I am not listening to any audiobooks right now. I finished the Ellen DeGeneres book, Seriously, I'm Kidding. And it was okay. I didn't love it. I'll talk more about it in my wrap-up. But I have 2 books that I am next in line for on audiobook. So I don't want to start an audiobook only to get told by, hey, your book's ready. And both of them are, there's a lot of holds on both of them. So I really only do have a short period of time, just the 21 days, to listen to them. So I don't want to start anything. That's why I'm not listening to anything this weekend. So, again, I ramble. I will let you guys go. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.